Hello, welcome to this mid-morning, late morning, actually, taste challenge. We have a little glare there, too bright. I'm gonna fix that. We have George Dickel Cascade Hollow Sour Mash Tennessee, aged 3 years, not currently being bottled, not listed on the website. They do talk about it on the frequently asked questions, so I'll tell you it's not currently being bottled. Not much to say about it. I bought this for $8.99. This 1 liter bottle, $8.99 at Discount Depot in Marrero, Louisiana, which is located right on US Highway 90 westbound on the service road, not the, obviously, the expressway part of the highway. Anyway, well worth a trip there. Bring a good credit card, you know what I mean, a credit card with a good credit limit, because you might get excited, you know what I mean, and say, whoa, what a wonderland. And since you're there, you may as well go right there. It's right almost at the intersections. You just go up feet, really just a quarter of a block. You turn south, left, south on Louisiana Highway 45, drive about 2.5 miles. I don't know, David goes with me. It's not far, really. And then on the left, you have to make a U-turn because well, there's they call it a neutral ground in New Orleans, Louisiana, that area. But I guess most places call it a median, you know, a divider of the highway. But make a U-turn, you go to Discount, Savannah Discount, and you're going to need more credit or cash. Just bring a lot of cash, but because you're going to probably say, oh, look at all these deals, you know, you get excited. Now, so I got a great deal on this, $8.99 for the liter. The competitor is Cooper's Craft Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. There's an updated label. Now it's more white with blue and silver back instead of blue with white and silver. Same thing with the cap, the neck. It's like white with blue instead of blue with white. But anyway, this was only introduced 4 years ago. 82.2 proof, 80 proof, 82.2. I don't see an age statement. It's made in Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky, at their facility where they emphasize, I'll wipe the top. They emphasize their cooperage. Brown-Forman makes their own barrels, so they kind of wanted to feed that thinking into the product. So one of their subsidiaries is BFC, Brown-Forman Cooperage. Make their own barrels, just like Diageo, who owns Dickel. They make their own barrels. They have their own barrel making company in Scotland. They use bourbon barrels also, but they create their own barrels. It was amazing watching that video. People, they just been doing it. My grandfather did it. My father did it. My uncles did it. You know, so it's kind of a heritage business. Not to say you couldn't just go get a job there. You could, but I suppose. But it's family oriented. So it's Brown-Forman Cooperage of Louisville was founded in 1945. 402 McLean Avenue. It says, I'm not going to read it. It says, bourbon aficionados and newcomers alike will appreciate this remarkably smooth and inviting bourbon. I wasn't dying over it. Like, I didn't think it was that great. I'd like to try their bottled and bond version. My friend David was saying it's crap. And I told him on the phone or in person, I can't remember. I said, it really wasn't that good. He said, I told you. I think I gave it a B minus, an 82. I can't remember. People will tell me, like, usually it's troublemakers, you know, negative people that got nothing good to do, but they'll be like, well, in 2014 you reviewed a beer and you gave it a B, and now you're saying it's an A 6 years later. Well, yeah, because I'm not basing the review today on what I was doing 6 years ago. I'm based on what I'm tasting now. I usually don't even specifically remember what I gave, what score I gave for beer, wine, and liquor. I can kind of generally remember that if I liked it or not, but to sit there and remember a specific score, it's not going to happen. Because the barrel contributes over 50% of our bourbon's flavor and 100% of its color, making quality barrels, what Coopers call raising a barrel, is essential to crafting quality bourbon. I don't know if this one's too popular. I don't see people talking about it. I really don't see people buying it. I remember when it first hit the market 4 years ago, or about 3 years ago around, they had billboards around for it on the interstate, the major highways, but they didn't last. I don't know. I don't know what to say about it, except that I only paid $9.99 for the bottle. Hey, Nina, Cooperstown whiskey has a fancy baseball bottle. Oh, yeah? Must be from New York. I think New York's getting into like more whiskey production these days. They do make some Louisiana whiskeys. Haven't tried them. I know some people talk about them. They make rum in New Orleans, but they're very expensive. I'm not saying they're not good. They might be worth it. I just say I haven't tried any of the Louisiana produced liquors. The Whiskey Scout, Robert, who joined us last night for Wildcard Wednesday. Thank you, Robert. He was saying he'd be very shocked if I thought that Dickel was better than Woodford Reserve. And I don't know if you watched my Dawn Busters, but it was no way close to Woodford Reserve. I didn't know what to think, but Woodford Reserve, when I did the taste challenge, it just blew it up. And it was no question. I had to close my eyes because of the color differentiation, but no, there was no contest. Now this one could be a lot closer, but I would assume that the Dickel's going to win just based on my past experience of liking it, thinking it's pretty good. Not great or, oh, it's so fantastic, but, nice. And then the Coopers was a disappointment so far, but today it might do better. I'm about 35% through the bottle, maybe more. Well, I'll check the prices at Walmart right now. It's $22.99, I think, $23. When I bought this a year ago, 2 years ago, can't remember. I can't keep track of all these things, but I bought it was $9.99 at Mathern's. $9.99. I don't know why they have them cheap. I said $9.99. Well, first I wanted to check see if that was like a great deal, so I started looking online and everything, and everybody was listing it at $21.99. I said I'm buying it. That's over half price. Now it's like I say, $22.99, $23.99. So yeah, do I get a lot of good deals? Yeah. I mean, I'm going to keep taking advantage of it. I mean, I may as well. All right. This one says GD. Oh, I'm sorry. It says CH. CH. Cascade Hollow. That's the tags. I put the tags below so that I can tell them apart and not mess up the blind taste challenge part of it. Nice metal cap. Pretty bottle. Toasted wood whiskey. Okay. And what kind of whiskey is it? It's Kentucky straight bourbon. Yeah. Typical appearance, amber. Like I would call tan. Like if I was looking at a crayon, I'd say that's tan. Not brown, tan. And then if it was really light, it'd be beige. They're calling it a bourbon, so it must be a blend. Distilleries in New York. Well, it doesn't have to be a blend. Bourbons can be, well, it could be a lot of things. They just have to be certain things, There's certain guidelines, but within those guidelines is a lot of latitude. For instance, it's got to be at least 100% corn. Must be 51% corn in the makeup. The other grains don't matter. They could be anything. I mean, grain, Bourbon has to be aged in new, never before used, charred oak barrels. Has to be charred. Doesn't have to be aged any particular time. Now, if you want to make a straight bourbon like this Cooper's Craft, it has to be aged at least 2 years. Beyond that, that's the only rules. Oh, yeah, and it can't have coloring or flavoring added. No coloring, no flavoring added. Unless it's a blended bourbon, in which case it can have flavoring and color added if you look at the guidelines. And blended bourbon is at least 51% straight bourbon, and the other 49%, well, can be anything, like I was saying with other bourbons. It just, they got the flavoring added. Or if it's unaged grain spirits. So if you take corn, distilled corn, and you don't age it, and you blend it with the straight bourbon, then it's blended bourbon. You say it's complicated. It really isn't complicated, but it used to the rules. Looks good, says Steely Dan. He's watching his favorite foreign movie today, I bet you. Now, getting a Haitian divorce. Now, this one is lighter amber. I don't know if Kid Charlemagne would like it, but all right, I got to pour a little more. Polishing off a quote-unquote traditional breakfast ESB. Nice hoppy brew. Well, that sounds like something I would like. A brown brew, extra special bitter. Yeah. Yeah, too bad. We don't get many ESBs around here. Founders, yeah, but try finding that. And then, even more difficult, try finding one that's not out of date. Nearly impossible. It's a slight difference in level, but it's so minimal. Steely Dan says, 3 thumbs up, craft beer tastic. Hey, craft beer tastic. It must be really hard to mess up bourbon with all the rules involved. You would think so, but people have achieved it, messing it up. Nina says, copper and color with visible clarity, high drinkability with a good balance of toasty maltiness with herbal English hops. Now, that's a great description. Sound like something I'd really like. FD says, are you a fan of Heaven Hill? Well, some of their products, yes. Some of their blend. Now, when you talk about blended whiskey, theirs can be very questionable. Some companies make good blended whiskey like Diageo with their Seagram 7 Crown. And companies like Heaven Hill, they could put out some real dreck, real horrible stuff. But then their retired brand representative laughed about it on YouTube. This guy that man and his son in Germany that do the beer video, the whiskey videos, got thousands of subscribers, amazing channel. Of course, some people don't like them, put thumbs down. Of course, they're jealous of them, I'm sure, man and his son. I mean, I don't make comments because I figure they got so many people watching, they're not going to respond. I could be wrong. Yeah, they might respond. I just thinking they're not. But the guy, so you get jealous people, like Ralphie, they always got some people jealous saying, oh, Ralphie. They're just mad because their channel is not popular. That's the way I see it. But I watch Ralphie's videos, and I don't know the man. I've never commented on his videos. I don't know those 2 German guys, but the son was out there touring the Heaven Hill Distillery, and he was asking questions, and they were showing him all around. It was a great video, and he was like, "What do you do with the bourbon that doesn't come out right?" Because a lot of times it doesn't come out right. And he said, "Oh, well, we just blend it off." He laughed, like they put it into their blended whiskeys. They ain't gonna throw it out. So you can get some of those Heaven Hill blended ones, like T.W. Samuels. Actually, that one's not bad, but some of them are just like, oh man, mind blowing. It's like Kentucky Gold. Oh, I had a chance to buy a liter of that, and ain't no way I was doing it. I said, if this is the Kentucky Gold, I'd hate to see the silver and the bronze. You say, it can't be that bad. Oh, yes, it can be. Smell like honeydew melon. Tastes like cantaloupe. I don't know what it tastes like. It don't taste like something good, dude. They make some wild stuff, boy. You say, but it's only $5.99 a bottle. Yeah. I paid $8.99 for the George Dickel. So why pay, why pay for something that's bad when I could pay less and get something better? Like, oh, well, there's a perfect example coming up right now. That Scotch, 100 Pipers. That's really cheap. And it's way better than any of that stuff I'm mocking right now. And I'm mocking it in a justified manner because it is bad. The stuff I'm talking bad about. I mean, it's really not good. And I mean, the company's own representative laughed about it. At least, they're not trying to pretend like it's so great. He just laughed about it like we just blend it off and sell it. Cheers, Ron says, Nina. Have heard a good blend stands on its own against singles. There's a big controversy in the world of whiskey, I've noticed. I'm not an expert in whiskey at all, but I read if you got like the blended whiskey people, and they'll just talk bad about single malts, single. And then the single malt people, they just hate the blends, and talk, oh, that stuff's awful, I wouldn't drink it. And it's like a big division. But then some of these companies, they make both. So they're smart, right? They make single malts and blends, whatever you fancy. I've had both. I've had really good blended Scotch. I've had some bad ones or questionable ones. I've had some good single malts. I've had some single malts that to me was so bland. I didn't see what was the big deal about them. It was like, okay, it's single malt. I know what that means. It's good, I guess. Lots of things are good. Sometimes it's worth the extra money. It depends, sometimes it's worth the extra money. Sometimes it's not worth the extra money. People make drinking liquor into like a religion, beer, wine, and liquor. It's their religion. So if you say anything that goes against their doctrine, their morals and dogma, they go crazy. They flip out. They are like maniacs. In 10 years of social media, I've run across too many people like that. Not a whole lot, but enough. Way too many. I don't want to get into all that, but it's comical and insane at the same time. And I told these people 6 years ago, I'm not getting involved in this. This is crazy. To be that wound up and excitable and driven over beverage products is madness, in my opinion. It's fun to drink them and try them and talk about them and do our little hangouts and everything, but to make it a religion, you could do that. I'm not doing it. This one smells kind of basic, but good basic. You know what I'm saying? Good basic. What you mean good basic? I mean, like, it's got that kind of nectar aroma, that sweet corn aroma, that barrel char aroma, that dried flower and then nectar aroma. If I sound like I'm repeating myself with these, it's because I am, because they all smell, they have such commonalities. They have commonalities. So you use common terms. Beer, there's so many commonalities. So I use common terms. I read written reviews on Beer Advocate, and I'm thinking there ain't no way the thing will be this long. The paragraph will be hundreds of words, and it go on and on about all these descriptors. I say either the person is making a joke, like they don't like the Beer Advocate approach, and they're intentionally being, they're trying to prank people, or they really believe this. I just can't see it. Thankfully, most of those reviews are not crazy like They'd be kind of short, like mine. My written reviews be on the shorter side, but they'll be like, okay, it makes sense. And then a lot of times what I write matches what they write. And I don't read what they write until I write mine. I never read written reviews until I write my own. I say, they got the lemon just like me. This one doesn't smell anything like that one, though. It smells like whiskey, but it does not smell the same. Oh, no, 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 no. No way. This one smells, I got to get that out of my sight because I might look at the shade. One was a little bit darker, was it not? What is the smell? It's some kind of nuttiness, like a nut oil. But was I picking up some honeydew melon? We just talked about that rant. I was just ranting about that. I don't know. Some kind of fruitiness here. I know bourbon ain't made with fruit. So you say, what about the sour mash? What about the sourdough? Not picking that up. Okay. Maybe it's toasted oak, like the barrels, like the Cooper's Craft. Yeah, that's leading me down that road. That's those, you say, you must be a Freemason. You're looking for you're looking for can't think of the word, markers. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I am looking for that, but for whiskey, not to find a holy grail. Signposts, I meant to say. You're looking for signposts. Yeah, I'm going to learn some lessons about whiskey, though. I got a mellow corn whiskey for $11.99 bottled and bond. That's a great price this day and age. What a great price. Now, see, mellow corn could be turned into a bourbon. All you got to do is age it in a charred oak barrel, a virgin, never before used charred oak barrel for at least 2 years. Boom, then you got straight bourbon. Yes, sir. But see, corn whiskey cannot be charred oak. Read your regs. Read your regs. Okay. Well, I think in the aroma, I think I am not at all sure because I'm picking up a lot of wood here. I'm telling you right now. And maybe that's that Kentucky cooperage. Boy, this one's got me confused. Let me tell you, I am nervous like a man who's nervous. Okay, I'm going to taste it now. I got the oak, I got the char, but it's not heavy. Isn't heavy. Isn't profound. I think there is a little sourdough, but that's that sour mash, I guess it tastes like Cascade Hollow, which is not too remarkable, but it's not bad. I like it. I like it. I like it. You got this one, Ron. I don't know, FD. I don't know if I got it. I'm nervous. I'm scared. I don't know what to do. I'm conflicted. I feel like Tom Cruise in Taps. I'm up in that window, and I don't. They're all leaving. It's all over. I'm going crazy. I told him take off that beret, and now I just think I'm going to go out of my mind. All right. Why is Timothy Hutton selling out? Anyway, this thing tastes so strange. Put the winter against the ancient age. Yeah, I don't have any more ancient age to drink at all. I got that ancient age 10-star, the 6-year age, which is 90 proof. I can't wait to open that bottle. Woo, woo. But then I got so much else I can't wait to open. What happened? What's happening? I feel like the teenage girl in Poltergeist. What's happening? Because, I got the ancient age, 6-year age. I got the Henry McKenna. I got the everything, everything. And I don't know what to try next. I can't try them all at the same time. I have to taste challenge everything. And the Dickel 12. I got that Dickel 12 right there unopened, just dying to be open. Like some girls, they dying to meet you. Mick Jagger said that. Some Puerto Rican girls. Anyway, golly, I thought this was gonna be easy. I thought it was gonna be easy. They both got charred open. But I don't know. This one in my right hand could be to your left. I mean, this is my right hand. Something aberrant about it. There's something funky monkey about it. I recall saying that Cooper's Craft had something not right about it. Oh man, ancient age, 6-year age should be good. And the Henry McKenna, is it the 10-year? Well, unfortunately, it's not the 10-year. Mathern's has some though. It's the regular old basic Henry McKenna. I think it's 4 years aged. Just regular old run-of-the-mill Henry McKenna. I guess the original. Got it for $8.99. Or was it $7.99? I think it was $7.99, some crazy price. I say, well, but I think it was $8.99. I say, well, I don't even know if it's any good, but for this kind of price, what the heck? Yeah, it was $8.99 because everybody else had it for $9.99. That's cheap, huh? Henry McKenna. But the 10-year age is like $53.99. Okay. This has got to be the Cooper's Craft because it doesn't taste too good. Oh, it's not bad. It's just something. It might be a case of me not understanding it. Like, I don't know what to expect with this. It just tastes like, it tastes odd. You got to go buy something, but I don't know if I'd pay $23. I just keep hemming and hawing because I can't figure it out. This has got me thrown off. I thought it was gonna, yeah, anyway. I think, oh, the oak chart. It's a lot stronger on the left. Man, oh, I think I'm gonna do a hangout on my alternative channel, yeah, for Key Lightful. Key Lightful is kind of Key Lightful if you only drink one. But boy, if you get stuck with a 12-pack, that is so Kool-Aid powder pack. Oh, I bought a whole 12-pack for $5.99. I'm going to do that on the alternative channel. And then I might do the MD 2020 Dragon Fruit. I hadn't done that on the alternative channel. That's not bad, though. But it's everything wrong with the liquor world. You know what I'm saying? Like, those kind of products, they're like, it's everything that should not be. It's the thing that is and should not be. You know what I mean? But you can't definitively attack it because it has its place. I don't want to be in that place, but it has its place. Mother. People lie, friend. It's a pretty big divergence here on quality, which is kind of strange because the price point is about the same. If you get a 750, either one of these, you're looking at about 23 bucks. The Dickel's probably a little cheaper. If you find a 750, if you find a 750, if you find it at all, I found the liter for them. Okay, well, here we go. Last call. 30 minutes in, so we got to do it. Gots to do it. I'm saying this is the Dickel. It's got to be the Cascade Hollow. It's just a cleaner product. It doesn't have that. I don't recall that funny business with it. One day you should do a back stock tour of your collection. People always ask me to do that, but I always think that it'd be boring to see that. Like, why would somebody want to look at that? Because people make videos like unboxing videos. Here's the beers that, Crinkle Cut sent me. And I'm like, why would I want to watch somebody open a box and show beers that somebody sent them? I never heard of these beers, I just don't see it like it would be entertaining. Or like, oh, y'all, look at all the beer I got in the back, the liquor I got in the back stock. To me, it wouldn't be interesting. But fans said they want to watch it. But I hate to post videos that I wouldn't want to watch, These kind of taste challenges, I do watch them. I do watch them. Travel videos, I do post those sometimes, but I don't watch that kind of thing unless it's short. Now, mine are usually, a minute or less? Little clips. Yeah, those are kind of nice. All right, here we go. This has got to be the Cascade Hollow, unless I'm wrong. But anyway, CH. Please be CH. I'm begging you. Because then if it's not, I'm going to feel funny about it because I've been downgrading this one. Oh, whoa, Lord. It's the Cooper's Craft. Golly gee. Well, my only defense, and I do think it's a strong defense. What have I said? I said when you put one against another one, it'll throw the taste off. Like they never taste the same one against a different one. All right, so I am kind of taking up for myself in this case because I got it wrong. First failure with the Cascade Hollow. Okay, all right, you fail, you live up to it. But in my defense, when you put one whiskey against another, and then you put the same whiskey against a second one, or a third, or a fourth, I'm telling you, it'll taste different every time. Now, you say you're so dumb. You're wrong. I'm not wrong. I just think that it's something about the flavor and aroma interactions that can really discombobulate a person. Could it be the same for beer? Well, it could be. I don't do a lot of beer taste challenges because it's so inconvenient. Like you got to drink all the beer, right? You open the bottle and the can and it ain't gonna stay. You say you're just doing it because of convenience, because liquor is convenient. You can store it and it won't go bad. Exactly. You're 100% right. It's all about convenience. Liquor is a better value per ounce. It's a better value in a practical sense. It won't go bad. You can keep going back to it. You can save it for years. It won't go flat. My friend Paul, who used to do the beer hangouts with us, he just called me Tuesday. He always preached that. He always said, well, to me, liquor is a better value because of all the reasons I just listed. And you can't really say, well, beer's got all these intricate flavors. Yeah, but so does liquor. So does wine. And then wine won't last. Usually once you open a bottle, well, you're stuck. You got to drink it. That's why I'm always doing one and you don't see any wine for 2 months. Then I do another and you don't see any for 2 months. Why is that? Got to drink down the bottle. I can't save it. What am I do? Put it in a taste challenge 5 months in? I don't think so. So Paul is right. He's right. They all have complex flavors. They all have interesting flavors. They're all like a little adventure. So common sense, I'm going to go with what's practical. And then people would be defensive about it. Like, why are you turning on beer? What are you talking about turning on beer? Go look at my fridge. Do I look like I turned on beer? If you looked in that fridge, you might say you turned against food because, I don't have a lot of food in there. So it's all about practicality. If I could somehow save the beer and it wouldn't go flat and I could just do taste challenges in a round robin, of course I would do it. It's as simple as that. I don't know how else to communicate that to you. Well, hey, I failed, but I can't get over that the Dickel taste is so aberrant, so off. I can't get over this. This has got me really flustered. What you call that? Yeah, flustered, like confused, like disoriented, I guess you call it. You say it's the alcohol you drink. It's not the alcohol. I'm used to drinking a lot of stuff regularly, so it's never that. It's the just a confusion of the flavor. I mean, there's char, but it's nutty, and I don't know. It's very confusing. Heck. Oh well. You just call it in. You say, that's it. I did it. It's over. It's done. Just deal with it. Go on. Move on. You just pick yourself up, move on. That's what I got to do. But boy, I'm irritated. All right. Well, what's coming up in a couple of days? Saturday morning, Dawn Busters. Should be more. And let me check this off for Monday, because Monday is used up. This was Monday today. So Mondays are gone. I'm going to start drinking too much. All right. Let me go see. Well, Cooper's Craft, I got to give you credit. You got me so mixed up this morning. Woo! Hey, and that's good for me. I deserve to get busted up this morning. Because, see, I was ready to rip into Cooper's Craft and talk about it was no good, and the Dickel Cascade was so much better, and y'all need to get y'all act together and just do all this preaching and sermonizing and homily. Homily. But the Cooper's Craft sure showed me up, so I'm pretty humbled right now. And that thing, you think you know it all, and then you do these whiskey taste challenges, and you get well beat up, and that's okay. Okay. Going on to okay. I think the Jim Beam Prohibition repeal is going to be a pretty exciting taste challenge. I have no confidence anymore with this Dickel. The Jim Beam Prohibition is what, 4 years? I think it's 4 years. But it's not chill filtered. I don't think that means much. People go obsessive, compulsive over that. George Dickel, they tout it. That's the funny thing about George Dickel. They touted that over the decades, over 100 years. Our whiskey's so good because it's chill filtered. And other people are like, no, that's what makes it bad. They used to brag about it. They still brag about it. You know, like Budweiser. Our beer is great because we add adjuncts. We're not like these stinking Reinheitsgebot beers. We add adjuncts. And they always bragged about that. Back in the 1800s, we had rice. Does taste good to me. Anyway, all right. Failure. You deal with it. That's it. Thanks for watching. Saturday morning at dawn, it's going to be Jim Beam time. Yeah. Against Dickel, Cascade Hollow. Jim Beam Distillers Reserve. Well, I'm pretty excited about it, but I couldn't dare make a prediction. I just don't know what's going to happen.